time for Leadership of the Leaf. Great leaders smoke great cigars. Now, in their fourth season, Austin and Dice are back with more leadership advice and cigar knowledge to share. Grab a cigar and let's put some smoke in the air.
Welcome to another episode of Leadership of the Leaf. My name's Austin.
Hey, Austin, I'm Dice.
Dice, what are you fucking laughing at?
I don't know, man. The countdown started, and then you started, and then here we are.
I started what?
Yeah, you know what you did. You know what you did. You say things to me off air.
Yeah.
That is so not nice.
Not nice.
Not nice. You should say nice things to me. It rhymes with Dice, so you should say nice.
But how much does it cost to be an asshole? I could
still free. Still free. Right?
Oh,
still free.
Yeah. Still free. Then kill myself. You know what? In the spirit of the cigar that we're smoking, I'll declare peace for at least 5 seconds. I think I can go 5 seconds.
Oh, what? He's counting down. 5 seconds. Here we go. All right. Hey.
Fuck yourself, Dave. All right. Yay.
That was 5 seconds of calm.
I think it's over 5 seconds.
That was like 5 seconds, the best time of my life. I'm just saying.
Man, you know, here I thought best 5 seconds would have been with your wife or something, but I guess not.
No, just now.
Just 3. Oh, because that's only 3 seconds, right?
Oh, ouch. What are we smoking?
We are smoking the Asylum 13 Serenity Now.
Is it 13 there?
It's on Asylum cigar. I don't know why.
You got me excited, man. I mean, I was like, man, I miss Asylum 13 is my jam, baby.
Oh.
But it's not Asylum 13. It's just Asylum Serenity Now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which has a sister cigar that we'll smoke in a different episode called Insanity Later.
I know. Have you seen the box for these? I mean, no.
Yes.
No, not the display box that you see in the humidors where you buy these motherfuckers from. If you was to buy these cigars, have you seen the actual? They're all mixed together. They're not separate.
Yeah, you sent me the picture.
Oh, did I? I don't remember, man. Come on.
You sent me that.
No, so you have seen it. There you go.
That's the picture you sent me, asshole.
Congratulations. What's with all the name calling, man? Come on. I thought we was friends. You know you hurt my feel bads when you do that.
Your feel bad?
My feel bads.
How many feel bads you got left?
Not many.
Oh, I bet I can run through them tonight. Call them train on this.
So Serenity Now. So This is obviously the Connecticut version.
It is a very Connecticut. Light.
Yeah.
Light.
Yes.
Cream.
Yes. But I heard Light and Creamy was going to make a comeback.
Is that what you heard?
That's what I heard.
From who?
What are you drinking? Oh no! I had someone call me a DeBarge looking motherfucker. So I mean, thanks, Stone. Appreciate you, buddy. You know I still get flack for that shit.
You asshole.
Somebody said it earlier this week. I bullshit you not. Anyway, what are you drinking? What are you drinking, man? Come on, share.
I'm trying. If you'd shut the fuck up.
Wow.
Anyways, I'm drinking an old fashioned.
Oh,
my wife made,
hey.
And it's smoked. I smoked it with oak.
Oh, not a. Why your pinky up, man? What the fuck? Are you fancy?
Because I'm fancy now. I got my hair did, nails did, everything did.
Well, sir,
madam,
I am drinking a blended drink.
Hennessy sidecar. Yeah, we got it. Hot toddy.
I am drinking a Hennessy Master Blenders number 5.
It's fucking Hennessy.
Master Blenders number 5.
It's not a blended drink, asshole.
It's blended by one of the greatest of all time. It's Hennessy. It's Hennessy. Master Blend is number 5.
You know what? I'm gonna rise to the top.
And there's 5 different ones as of right now, and as you know, I know you know.
Why are we talking about?
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I have to say, number 2 is my favorite.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. Well, I'm drinking Hennessy. You're drinking old fashioned, smoked old fashioned. I applaud you for the smoke part. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I really do. No, I'm kind of jealous because that's kind of what I want now, but I already got to.
Hey, get fucked.
Yeah, I guess. And I'm not smoking this shit. No, sir. I'm going to keep that shit neat. It's too good.
But you said it wasn't your favorite. All right. Well, you know what? Let's move on. Dice is going to piss me off with this fucking
What are we talking about this episode?
How to raise the roof?
Raise the roof. Okay, I had one small typo. Extra letter. One extra letter.
That changes the whole word, asshole.
Well, I keep rising to the top. How do you rise to the top?
How do I rise to the top? Usually by stepping on all the little people that help me get there.
Damn right. Fuck them. We ball.
No, that's not. Yeah.
Well, what do you mean by rise to the top? What do you mean?
Well, you can't just like aim for a promotion or simply just want to be recognized. This is not how that works, right? Like you can't just sit there and go, I think I do a fucking shit job. I'm awesome. Look at me go. Give me my fucking plaque.
That's not.
No, go fuck yourself.
But what if all that is true?
That very well could be. And you got 11 other motherfuckers doing the same damn thing as you. They're all vying for attention. Everybody wants to be recognized by the boss. Everyone wants a promotion. Everyone wants more money. Everybody.
So this poses this question. This is the question.
Why?
This is the question. I'm setting up the topics here. Here. You ready? What do you do if your supervisors are unaware of the whole reason why you listen to this podcast, leadership skills? What do you do? What do? You do what you just said. You kick in the door and be like, look here, mofos. Yeah. Take a deep breath and smell it because I'm the shit.
I walk in and I go, listen, I am legend. Wait for it. Hope you're not lactose intolerant. Dairy.
Wow.
No.
I will pay money for that.
Let me come to Vegas really quick and I'll show
I
you.
will pay money for.
Can you pay for my plate?
Can you take Spirit or are you not a fly upside down? Too soon? Is it too soon? No one died in that crash, so too soon? It's not too soon because no one got hurt.
No, it's not too soon.
Okay,
too
sweet.
Soon. I mean, it'd be better to as long as no Blackhawks are in the area.
That's too soon.
Let's see.
That's too soon. See, that's too soon. See, mine was, the whole cigar we smoking, Serenity. Mine was like you went straight for insanity. You're wrong episode.
All
right.
Anyways, yeah. So you got, but that's the thing though, right? Like, how do you showcase your leadership? You can't just down the door. You can't just say, "I'm a fucking badass motherfucker. Look at me. Give me my fucking plaque." You got everybody else thinking they do a badass motherfucking job too. Like you gotta do some things to help you get noticed, and not in an ass kisser type of way. Right? You can't be like the ass kisser, just be like, whatever you say, boss, yeah, and then hope you get fucking promoted. Because if their boss is intelligent, they're gonna see right through it. Or you're gonna get promoted and you're gonna fuck it up, and then they're gonna see right through it and you're gonna go shit down the toilet. So, first thing you gotta do is you gotta showcase your value. You gotta put that shit in a fucking frame.
What's behind door number 1, Johnny?
Showcasing my value.
Consistently delivering a exceptional results is a perfect way to showcase your value.
Yeah. I would also...
It seems like there's a but there.
But I want to add on to it.
Oh.
I want to add. I'm going to add. I'm not going to subtract. I'm going to add. You can deliver exceptional results 100% of the time.
True.
If you don't capture and showcase, with a performance report or some sort of monthly award, quarterly award of some type, guess how quickly those fucking results get forgotten?
Yeah, they go nowhere. No, you're right.
Nowhere.
You're absolutely right. That's showcase is the perfect
right.
How you box that in, because people can't see you right now. That you're doing a air quote ish kind of thing.
Pantomiming boxing in the shit. All right.
Pantomiming?
Yes,
what the? Are you college educated or something?
Yeah.
Pantomiming?
You know why? Because I'm going to take the initiative and I'm going to solve the fucking problem before they escalate.
I offer solutions.
Well, that's also a great idea. So, if you deliver the results, pantomiming, like a mime.
Pantomiming. Oh, that doesn't help. Anyway.
Look it up off air. It's fucking worth it.
I'm not looking shit up. I'll just take your word for it. What? Why would you lie to me? What the fuck? We're smoking a Serenity. Why would you lie?
Oh, make your hair look nice.
You like that salt and pepper, don't you, bitch? Anyway, initiative and offer solutions to problems before they
escalate.
Escalate?
Escalate. They take an escalator. They go up.
Oh, my south is showing.
I hate you so much. Anyway,
no, you don't.
So, yeah. So, well, here's the thing. If you have a problem, no boss wants more problems added to their plate.
True.
Right? Nobody wants more problems added to their plate. I would say not even just boss. Nobody wants more problems added to the plate. Nobody woke up and said, God, I hope I get a flat tire on the way to work because that's what I can't wait for. Nobody wants that. Nobody's like, God, I hope Debbie from accounting eats my fucking lunch because that makes me so happy. Nobody wants that shit. So if you deal with the problem before it escalates, but again, I go back to capturing it and showcase. Hey, boss, just want to let you know I did this problem and I solved it for you. And that's how I solved it, just so you're aware in case it comes up. Oh, cool, thanks. Took something off my plate. Let's solve that.
Yeah.
Then if you get asked by the big boss, the CEO and your manager's like, he comes like, I heard before we had this problem. Oh, yeah, no. My team already took care of that. This is how we handled it. We're good.
That's exactly what I was about to point out. Yeah, I was going to point that out. Like, it's even better when they're like, oh, shit, 1 + 1 is 2, boss. I already solved it. It's already done. We're ready to move on to the next thing. Is there another project that is in the pipeline? Because that's already done. Dunsy. You don't even have to worry.
Yeah. Exactly.
Well, you took care of that? Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to say it was easy, but, I got a great team.
Yeah. Boom. Yeah. Because those superiors, right? They're more likely to notice you when you contribute to their success.
I want to emphasize, because just because you contribute doesn't necessarily equate to success. Just because I helped you out or whatever, yay, success.
Hey, I helped you out by I thought you had a flat tire here, so I stabbed the other 3 and gave you all the same.
Oh, yeah, so I helped out. So now all your tires look the same. Success.
Nope.
Right. That's why I want to make sure it's important. I don't want people listening and be like, I contribute all the time. Do you contribute all the time?
To success.
To success. Just because you contribute to the daily routine, like, the checklist is completed today, doesn't mean you had a success. Yeah. Thank you.
We got a cleaning group for that, right?
I don't know how that equates to us losing this $1 million deal, but
great.
Congratulations.
But one of my favorite things is always to say, if I keep my boss out of trouble, they keep me out of trouble.
Thank you.
That's what I always say. If you keep your boss out of trouble and them happy, guess what they tend to turn around and do for you? Keep you out of trouble and keep you happy.
Reach around.
It's a reciprocal. Yeah, reach around. It's a reciprocal relationship. Can't believe I just. Yep, it's a reach around.
No, you're absolutely correct. That's why I wanted to point out success, because I don't want people to contribute all the time. All right, yes, going that extra mile. Ensure work speaks volumes for itself. Michael Jordan has a great quote where he says he never wins through argument, he wins through his actions. I don't want to keep talking about it. Let me show you. I can show you better than I can tell you.
Well, that's like the if you have a great idea, right, and your boss discounts that idea, and you go around and do it anyways, and then hey, it's working, and you show the boss, hey, look, this idea I had, it's working. See how it's working? Then your boss is going to take that one or two ways. They're going to either go, wow, shit, fuck, I was wrong. Yeah, good job. Way to solve that. Or, partially more likely, is they're going to get really pissed off at you for skirting their authority and going behind their back.
You're an insubordinate asshole and you're fired. Pick up some change of a job address forms on the way out.
Exactly. So, be careful with the whole actions speak louder than words thing, because you gotta know your boss. Know your audience.
You took the words out of my mouth. Fuck. I'll just sit here and watch you share your wisdom.
God damn. About fucking time you shut the hell up.
So, be careful when you go that extra mile, is what we're saying.
Well, and again, if you're proactive and you take that initiative, it's going to set you apart from others, and it's going to drive that positive outcome. It's going to lead to those positive outcomes. Because even if you try to solve it, even if you try to solve the problem and you can't solve it, right? Let's say you're in customer service and there's just an especially angry Karen or somebody or a Kyle, fucking you can't make them happy. Can't make them happy, right? And you're like,
yes.
I've tried everything. I've offered everything that I believe that I'm allowed to offer, and probably a little bit more. Oh no, they still want to speak to the manager. Hey boss, here's what I did. This customer is angry about X, Y, and Z. I don't know what else to do. I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried this, I've tried that. And you just go down the list of all this stuff you're gonna try. Your boss is gonna go, shit, you did everything I was gonna do. I guess I'll go out there and talk to them, see what they want. And they're gonna go, well, at least you fucking tried. Rather than when they first said, I want a manager. Right. Okay, let me go get him. Did you try anything? No, they said they wanted you, so I went and came and got you.
Yeah, I don't even want to talk to him. Proactive is a very strong approach. Being proactive, I often equate to walking to get a part or something, or walking to the supply closet to get more staples, whatever, right? There's two people. There's going to be that one that walks with a sense of urgency, and there's going to be that one that's going to lollygag the whole way there. And believe it or not, especially me being at a level I'm at, I'm paying attention to who's walking with a sense of urgency, even though there's not a sense of, it's fucking staples. You don't need staples right away. It's not live or die, but that person's walking with a sense of urgency. I need to get these staples, get my job done, and then get moving on with something else. This project is mundane or whatever the fuck. I really want more on my plate. And if I sit here fucking hunting for staples, then I'm not going to get seen. So a proactive approach to even mediocre problems, for me, will go a long way, because I pay attention to stuff like that.
Yeah, and I'd also say, be careful of the hamster wheel. And what I mean by that is, I gotta go to the supply closet and get staples. Get back to your desk. Shit. Now I gotta go back to the supply closet. Now I gotta get post-it notes. Now I got to post-it. Fuck. I forgot to go grab a pen. Now I gotta go back to holy shit, man. How many times are you gonna go back to that fucking supply closet? Make one trip and go back. Get to your desk and get to your job. They're just constantly, they're they're fucking going with a sense of urgency. They ain't going nowhere.
Right.
They're
Well,
fucking running.
that leads to that one part where we was talking about success. Just because you're busy, just because you're working your ass off, what did you accomplish? Well,
Yeah.
all my office supplies are here. Yeah, but
Great.
did you do any office fucking work with the office supplies? I was too busy going back and forth getting office supplies. Not successful, sir.
Fact. Another thing you should do is communicate clearly. Like, I want to communicate clearly about the first third
God damn it.
of this cigar. Did I say it enough times?
For those that are just now picking up on this, there's a game that we do. There's a game. Whenever the word, because it's going to be uttered a lot, especially for a leadership podcast, word communicate. Communication.
That's 3, 4,
Communicating.
5.
That you take a sip of your adult beverage. A sip, a drink. Whatever the fuck you do.
Take a shot. I want to see how many people get fucked up.
Do not take a shot. You will get alcohol poisoning.
Can you make it through an episode? That's a drinking game right there. Can you make it through one of our episodes taking shots every time we say that word and still regurgitate or make it through the end of the episode before passing out?
I would bet not. I will have to go buy more Hennessy just to finish the episode. Well, maybe not this one specifically, but
So first third is
buttery nuts. No, it's it's a light cigar.
Very light.
If I had to press the test on that, I'll definitely get a cedar with a kind of nutty profile. That's about all I really get. I mean, it's not a very complex. It's a good cigar, but it's not complex at this moment.
Do you get any sweetness out of it? And the reason I ask that is because I'm drinking an old fashioned with, sugar in it, right? There's mother's sugar in my old, so it's a little bit sweeter of a drink. So I'm wondering if that's that I'm tasting that to bring the sweetness out of my cigar.
There is a sweetness to it, but your drink is probably pulling it to the forefront, as mine isn't really because it's not the normal Hennessy, so it doesn't have the same vanilla notes. It has more of an oak and whatever notes. So I can taste some sweetness, but it's definitely getting rejected. Muted, I guess is the right word. Muted, very muted from my drink. But in all fairness or openness, what word am I looking for? Anyway, I smoked this the other night. Through all transparency, I smoked it the other night without the Hennessy that I'm drinking now, and I did get a sweetness. So I know there is one there. Okay, yeah,
my drink is really pulling it out. I think my wife went a little overboard with the sugar because the drink's almost too.
Oh, you need to add more alcohol. What alcohol did you use? You use whiskey or your bourbon?
Whiskey.
Okay.
Yeah. Anyway, so clear and effective communication is a hallmark of good leadership. Man, you guys get fucked up tonight. I'm getting fucked up tonight.
Or this morning, or whenever you listen to this motherfucker.
Yeah,
but
whatever.
I'm taking my sip now too.
Yeah. I will say, I'm probably don't drink and drive, assholes. I know a lot of people listen to podcasts in their cars. Don't drink and drive. That's all I gotta say. What?
Well, if you do, make sure it's on a one-way road. No, I take it back. Don't drink and drive. Don't drink and drive.
I'd like to see somebody try drinking while they're working out listening to this podcast. Can you imagine them on a treadmill? What's in your water bottle? Nothing. Why are you swerving on a treadmill? Don't worry about it.
Why are you slurring?
You need more water? I got my own water bottle.
Hallmark of a good leadership. Hallmark of a good leadership. So
about the fucking company here?
But that when this was added to the notes, that made me think like this, like a good feeling because Hallmark cards are like, yay, joyous or whatever, or sorry for your loss, whatever. They're joyous cards, right? So it's a hallmark of good leadership. So you open the card and you read, hey, missing you, thinking of you, get well soon. Good leadership. Good feelings, good leadership.
You know how you get that?
Please share.
You could schedule a meeting with your leaders or your superiors or your managers or whoever you want to call them as to discuss your career aspirations and to what? Showcase or highlight your achievement.
Yeah, set up a a sit down on something so you can pat yourself on the back.
Well, and because this is something that I wish I would have learned a lot earlier in my career, because I probably would have done it.
I need to write this down.
Before. Nobody gives a shit about you more than you. If you're sitting back waiting on your boss to take care of you and get you that promotion, I'm going to give you a newsflash. It's never going to happen. It's that ass kisser Kenny who fucking sits down with his boss and says, I want to be a fucking VP of sales one day. And what do I need to do to get there, boss? And how do I do this, boss? And you're like, God, what a fucking loser. Guess what? That dude has a roadmap. That dude is going to highlight his achievements. That dude is going to sit there and get all the fucking awards and the good performance reports and start moving up because they know that's what he wants. They're going to give him those assignments because they know that's what he wants. Whereas you, who's never scheduled a meeting, and you say 2 words to your manager, but you do kick-ass work, they're going to go, well, I thought you were just happy because you never said anything otherwise.
Yeah.
I don't know what I don't know.
Don't say that. You don't know what you don't know.
It's true, though.
It's true. Yeah. Well, idioms and all that shit. Closed mouth don't get fed.
Yeah.
If you don't hustle, you don't eat. Those things ring true. It's definitely one of those things. Like if you don't express your desire for more responsibility, they're not going to give it to you. If you don't express your desire for, hey, I got project A down to a T. Project B, I'm really good at also. What's up with C and D? What's up? Can you hook me up? I'm ready. Coach, put me in.
Yeah, well, and you could use that meeting to kind of demonstrate also how you've already been leading. Hey, I took lead on A. That process that made us all that sort of money, that was all me. I came up with a brainstorming session for the team. I said, hey, let's do this.
Austin, that was you?
Yep.
Oh, I didn't even know. I'm glad you brought that to my attention, sir.
Yeah, look at that.
That was really good. That was a really good project.
Yeah. Put me in, coach. I'm ready. I mean, it's just, but you gotta demonstrate. You have to again, this goes back to that showcase. Everything ties into it. Showcase. You have to sit there and say, hey, I've done this. I've been there. I've done this. I got the t-shirt. Look at me. I'm ready for more. If you don't, they're just going to assume that you're happy and that you just want to stay there. They may eventually offer you. I don't want to say
happy. I'm going to change the word happy. They're going to assume that you're content.
That's a better word.
Content. Like, he has enough on his plate. He has just the right amount. Why would I do anything extra for this guy? He is very content with his position.
And they may after 5-10 years go, hey, have you ever thought about moving up? You've been here 10 years. Have you ever thought about moving up? And at which point you're going to go, fuck, I've been trying to get somebody to do this for the last 10 years. And they're going to go, oh, yeah, no idea. Well, geez, I've only been kicking ass for the last 10 years. I thought somebody would notice. Well, yeah, no, we did, but you never said anything, so we just kind of left you alone.
So when you set up that, so you don't get just left alone, you want to be specific about what you contribute. Be very specific about how it benefit the team as a whole. Be like, hey, remember Project A? Remember there wasn't like a calculation for all this stuff, and then I figured out how they calculated everything, and then everybody in Project A like fucking succeed, and we got like over $2 million sales. Yeah, that was all me.
I taught the team my process.
Yeah, this guy, Look, neon arrows pointing to this guy. Ready for more, coach.
Yeah. You gotta be specific. You gotta schedule that meeting, because if they don't know, they're not gonna move you up. And again, goes back to number one, showcasing your achievements, right? Or showcasing your values. After you schedule that meeting, after you tell them everything, you're gonna want to seek some feedback. And we're gonna take a quick break, but we want to seek your feedback on how the new format is working. I'd love to hear your comments. I want to know what do you guys think of the new format? Do you guys like it? Do you not like it? Do you want us to go back to the old way? What do you like? What do you not like? Hit us up at Leadership Belief. We'd love to hear it. Let us know. But we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.
When we come back from the break, are you going to give feedback on your second, third?
Yeah.
Oh, man, I can't wait. All right, let's go to a break.
Hola, mi gente. I'm Wanda Hernandez. I'm CEO of Sticks and Stones Productions, and we are here with Dyson Austin, and you are listening to Leadership of the Lead.
Don't forget, we need to follow the podcast so we know when new episodes drop.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back after that break.
I don't think you heard what I said.
I did. And it's okay, because we're going to seek feedback on your second, third. After you look like you have to relight that, buddy.
I do got to relight. I was talking too much. I wanted to point it out. Now got me talking too much. Now I got to relight again. I had to relight over the break because we were bullshitting too much again.
What that mouth do? Is it really? I don't see any smoke coming from that motherfucker, man. There we go. All right.
So I still get a tiny bit of cedar, but I get more of that butternut.
Butternut.
It's like a nutty kind of flavor. It's a Connecticut, right?
Yeah.
It's that creamy, light cigar that we like to have. It's honestly, this would go, I feel like, perfect with a caramel macchiato.
I knew you was going to say that. I knew it.
That's what it was. Is it not a perfect breakfast cigar?
No, I agree.
It's very light. It's creamy. It's not something so strong.
You mentioned sweetness. You mentioned sweetness for me is. I hate doing shit like this because it reminds me of other shows. It reminds me of like the marshmallow sweetness.
Yeah.
That's what it reminds me of.
I like cinnamon rolls in the morning. Go fuck yourself.
You just like the icing. It's still warm.
Oh, don't take it off. Anyway, all right. So you agree with me though on second, third?
Yes, I agree. All right. Moving.
I wanted to seek that feedback because when you set up that meeting with your bosses to tell them about your aspirations, how you've shown leadership, all that sort of stuff. The second part of that conversation should be, hey, here's all the cool stuff I've done. The second part should be, what can I do better? How do I need to improve? Where do you see that I'm weak at? What am I not seeing that you're seeing that can help me become a better version of myself? And it goes back to that, what's that there's a 4-square thing that has like 4 quadrants, and then there's the known, unknown, known to self, unknown to self.
Yes.
Or known to others. You know what I'm talking about? Like people are blind, or they know it, or it's public, or it's known to them only, and then it's unknown to them, and it's known to everybody.
You want to
else.
see where you fall on that perspective, the X and Y axis of known and unknown, of self, and view by self and view by others.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah.
So because there's always those people that they're going to have to sit there and they ask for their superior's opinion on their performance, and it shows it in a different light, right? Like it's going to sit there and they're going to be like, hey, I saw this process and it's a really great process, but you need to talk to the team in a better way. Some of them were resistant to change because you're an asshole about it and said your way is better or they kick rock. Like,
yes,
that's not always the best way to approach everybody. So maybe you want to work on your interpersonal skills. Like, All right, I can see where you're going with that. All right, it makes sense. Like, I thought I was coming at everybody the correct way. Like, no, that's why so many people were like, I got nothing but bitches, gripes, and complaints the week that you were in charge of the team. Like, they just fucking hate you because you're an asshole. Like, oh shit, I didn't realize.
They don't have to like me, but they will respect me. No,
you ain't the manager.
Well, some people will look at asking for feedback as that's a bold move, Cotton, right? But
Wow,
it really is. It's a constructive way to show that you're committed to personal and professional growth. Again, you don't want to sit in the corner and everyone just thinks, hey, that guy's content with life right now. We're not going to bother him. But asking for feedback is definitely a way to show that, hey, I'm looking for more. This is why I'm asking for feedback. Where am I weak and what am I good at?
Yeah, I would say the key component of this whole thing, right? Like,
Yeah.
you ask for the feedback, you get the feedback.
Yes.
You have to then act on the feedback, jackasses. If you listen, we've talked about it in several other episodes, and I don't want to beat the dead horse here, so I'm gonna go through it quickly. If you get feedback that says you need to work on your interpersonal skills, and you go, "Great, boss, that sounds awesome," and then you walk out the door and you're like, "That guy's a jackass." You're not working on your interpersonal skills.
They don't know what they're talking about.
If you go walk out of the boss's office and you go straight to the water cooler, you're like, "The boss is a douche." Am I right?
Skadoosh!
Doesn't do anything to act on. Like, you got to act on that feedback. You have to receive it and use it as a stepping stone to refine your leadership skills, to enhance your visibility, to make yourself better as a person. Like, if you just get the feedback and you just toss it out the window the second you walk out of their office, they're gonna see right through you.
Yeah. They'll be like, man, I gave Austin feedback that he needs to do more of A, B, and C. And I don't know if he heard me or he just doesn't care. So let's go look at Dice. He's amazing. Austin sucks. Dice is amazing.
Well, that's not true, but all right. I'll tell a quick story on this one. I was a middle manager, and so one of my frontline supervisors of the team, he came to me and said, "Hey, boss, I really got this problem." I was like, let me turn off my computer. Let me move everything out of the way. What can I help you with? He's like, "Hey, I got a problem. It's this guy, team member on my team. He's showing up to work late, disrespectful. He's doing this." And I was like, "Cool. What have you done about it?" And then he stopped and he kind of looked confused. And I kind of looked around confused too. And I was like, I repeated the question, "What have you done about it?" "I came to see you." "Okay, here's my feedback. Correct his ass. You are the supervisor. Write him up. Discipline him. Make sure he's aware of it. Document anything that needs to be documented on performance reports or whatever the case is. We have tools in our tool bag to document this stuff, so when it goes to HR, they can see that he's a douche nozzle, he's not showing up to work, and he's being disrespectful. So that way when it comes to, I don't know, maybe any cuts that might come down or time for a performance review and we deem him not necessary, or a spot on your team not necessary, we can go, that guy's the reason, fuck that guy, I want somebody new." And we can start down this road. And he goes, "Well, can't you do that?" "I can, but I won't. My task to you is to go be a supervisor and lead your team. If you're not going to lead your team, I will lead you out the door and I'll find a new supervisor."
Yeah, he works for you.
Yeah,
You can't
like,
you can't correct it, then I probably need to write you up.
yeah, exactly. And he just had this. He was like, okay, yeah, got it. And then he walked out the door. A little bit later, he comes back like 2 weeks later. "Hey, boss, I got a problem. What's going on? Is it the same team member?" "Yeah, I don't know what to do." "Well, what have you done since we last spoke?" "Well, I told him he needs to straighten out." "Great, that's a good first step. What else?" "Nothing." "All right, get the fuck out of my office. Go fix the guy."
You clearly you didn't want the feedback, or you didn't take initiative in the feedback. You didn't do anything with the feedback. So yeah.
Go fix him before I fix you.
What? at that point, in my opinion, of course, I'm not in your scenario, but I would document that, not necessarily write that guy up, but I would definitely have it documented somewhere that this guy kind of sucks at life when it comes to that leadership portion. Because there's a lot of times, especially when people like that come to your office or whatever, you want to mold them, you want to help mentor them. And that's the steps you're trying to take. So you provide the feedback, and 2 weeks later you come back in your office. Now it's time to like, come here, Junior, let me mentor you, because obviously something's not connecting here. Let me connect these two wires so you can understand what the fuck is going on.
Yeah, well, and one of the best ways to show leadership is to mentor others, right? Like, it's just going to demonstrate those leadership qualities and that commitment to the growth. Like, so if you're all on the same team and you're at the same level, and you understand the process, but Johnny, Jack, and Jill don't fucking understand the process, and you take them under your wing to mentor them and show them the process, help them understand. It just shows that you're already ready for that next step. You're ready to be that frontline supervisor. You're ready to be a team leader, whatever the case is. I don't know what the titles are at everybody's company, but it provides that tangible evidence of your leadership in action, which you can use, again, if you showcase it correctly to your leaders, as a powerful testament of your leadership and that you're ready for the next step.
Yeah, it's almost like I don't want to say domino effect, but it's almost like a domino effect, because normally domino effect means kind of like bad or build up to something else. If I mentor Austin and Austin is mentoring Timmy because Ricky Bobby's fucking up, and then my bosses see Ricky Bobby fucking up, and now Ricky Bobby is he's turning over a new leaf. What the fuck happened to Ricky Bobby? Damn, Timmy's really taking control. What the hell is going on with Timmy? Oh, Austin, you was talking to Timmy that got Ricky Bobby turned around, and now our whole production team is like fucking outperforming everyone else in the company? Man, I think you got what it takes, Austin. I think we need to move you up a little bit.
Yeah, I agree. Fuck Dice too. He's up.
Is that stepping on the? Oh man, I set myself up. You stepping on the little people to get ahead?
Goddamn right. You can't even reach that high. I got a little lag.
Someone was making short jokes at work. I think it was yesterday or today or whatever. But you know what? Make them all. Go ahead. Whatever you have to do to feel better about yourself. I'm here for your entertainment, sir.
Oh, oh, nice. Yeah.
I don't let that sway me. You know how many times, you probably do know, because you was around a lot. You know how many times people have came up to me, like when we had one guy move from one company to our company where we was at, and they met me for the first time. And they was like, I heard about you, and I just thought you was bigger.
Thought you'd be taller. Fuck you.
Yeah, definitely Roadhouse level type stuff.
Let me get on step stool, bitch.
Oh, that's too soon. That's not too soon. I don't give a fuck. I represent the Lollipopkins. All right. But I mean, mentorship plays a big part in that whole spectrum, especially when it comes to the feedback. Because if you're mentoring someone, of course, you want to provide whoever you're mentoring feedback as well, because you want everything to come full circle to showcase. Let's do the pantomime box of showcasing.
You got it.
Yeah, showcasing how great you are as a leader
and your value. Because
that way,
what?
Your superiors can see your leadership skills.
I could showcase a lot of shit, but if it doesn't add value to my company, they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, success, bitches.
I had a guy. He comes up. He goes, "What, Austin? Why don't I get awards?" Well, you haven't done anything award worthy that I can see. So if I'm missing something, please educate me. Well, boss, I sweep the floors every day. Congratulations. It's like, Well, isn't that worthy of an award? You have kids? Oh yeah. I got like 3 of them. All right, cool. Do they have to clean their rooms every day? Yeah, they have to clean their rooms. So what's different about? I was like, do you give them awards for cleaning the room? Fuck no, that's expensive. Oh shit. Hey, you got it. All right, go away.
What you should have told that, I'm assuming young gentleman, I'm assuming young also, is maybe you can expand your networks. Maybe, maybe networking with other people within the industry can help highlight some of your leadership skills, which goes above and beyond sweeping a floor.
I would say also, I want to add to this too, it's not going to just highlight your leadership skills, it's also going to sharpen your leadership skills.
Yeah.
Because now you have a wider range of people to bounce ideas off of, especially if you get to know them on a good level. But you get to see how they handle business. How do they handle insubordination? How do they handle tardiness? How do they handle setbacks, failure, whatever the case is? You can sit there and go, oh, I like that. No, I don't like that. There are people hate that guy. That's not a good way to handle business, right? And you can do this. You can attend the conferences. You can workshop other professional events to connect with peers and industry leaders. And guess what? You can use those times to share the industry insight, trends, or just add thoughtful conversation. I've been on many workshop, conference, whatever you want to call it, and I met a bunch of people, and I was like, you know what would be really cool? And I had this idea, and it was over drink. I think this would be a really great idea. Everybody, that's an awesome idea. How do we make that happen? And you start writing shit down on a napkin, and next thing you know, you come up to your boss with this napkin idea, and you're like, hey, this has been vetted through 5 departments. And he's like, 5 departments on a napkin? Yeah, you know that conference I went to last week? All 5 department heads contributed to this shit, and this is how we want to do it. Well, shit, this is really good. Let's do it then. All right, cool. Boom. You just made yourself invaluable to that.
Well, I mean, it's also great for these like conferences and stuff that you're talking about, going out to cigar lounges with same people of like minds in the industry, whatever, however you building these strong professional networks. I mean, not only, like you were saying, you gain these new perspectives, it increases your visibility. Like, hey, Austin, I've been working on this project for quite some time. I've been running into this problem. Have you ran into this problem?
Oh yeah, this is how I solved it.
Oh, so how you? Well, because I was trying to do it this way, but I kind of like your way. What if we do like a little bit of yours and end it with what I was doing and see how that works out?
Yeah. Hey, let's give it a shot.
All right. Well, what I'm going to do is showcase this to my superiors. That way they can kind of see the fruits of our labor. And then whatever feedback I get from them, I'll share it with you. And we just keep this connection going.
Yeah,
this network that we did is perfect. And if it works out, great. If it doesn't work out, then we should probably get together again and brainstorm some stuff. I kind of like what you're doing with your team.
Yeah. Hey, let's meet over drinks. Drinks and a cigar?
I'm down.
Let's go.
Did you say cigar? I would enjoy a cigar even if there's not drinks, which I have done that at lunchtime a few times because I don't want to drink on lunch and then go back to work smelling like Hennessy because we know that's what I'm drinking. But I'll gladly. I've went to cigar lounges quite a few times at lunch break with a few people in the industry that I'm in.
Yeah,
great conversations.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times actually. I used to not leave work, but we had all the buildings are not non-smoking, right? So we had a designated smoke area. So I went out there and I let it be known to my team, hey, I will be out here at lunch smoking a cigar. If anyone would like to join me and discuss anything at all, let's talk about it. And at first, 1-2 people maybe showed up, and we just talked about. It was an informal feedback session. Hey, what do you think about this? What do you think about that? How can I do this? Da, da, da. And then before I knew it, within like 3 weeks, I had the entire team showing up, and they were all just, talking amongst each other and brainstorming great ideas. I didn't even need to be there at that point, but it was all just to get together. And then, lo and behold, the boss walked out and was like, "Why is everybody outside eating in the smoking area?" And I was like, "Oh, well, this is how it started, and this is how it's going." And they're like, "Well, shit, I like this idea. Can we do it inside where there's not smoking?" "No, we cannot, because I like to smoke my cigar."
That's I hate bringing up both. I mean, anybody that's listened to season 1, 2, 3, we're now on season 4, knows that's kind of the premise of what we're doing now. Because we started this whole smoking thing. Okay, I'm not even going to take credit for it. I'm going to give it to one of my subordinates. His name was Hill. He went out and was smoking cigars, and I was like, shit, I like cigars. I'm going to come out and smoke too. Then we would start a conversation. I believe you started joining, and a few others started joining. And then eventually it became like a networking session, but it was such an open forum that everybody, for the most part, can speak freely, and it just sparred from there. And then our connection was just bliss ever since. Well, I mean, our connection was more than bliss before then, but I mean, that enhanced it. Oh, not just you. Fuck you. I hate you.
You see how
I'm not expanding my networks anymore.
I hate you. All right. So we expanded our network. Received feedback. Told everybody what we want clearly. See, I didn't say it. Showcase their value.
You didn't say what?
Everyone got their shot glasses ready?
I'm ready, sir.
Communicate. Bitch.
Shit, I'm about to refill my glass.
Anyway, all right. Last thing you want to do to rise to the top.
This is one of my favorites.
Volunteer strategically.
You mean volunteer for every single thing that comes up? No? Volunteer for the majority of everything that comes up.
I guess that's the strategy.
You'll burn yourself out.
Yeah, you will. You 100% will. The problem is to get a company to run, they need a lot of volunteers for different things. We need somebody to head up a party planning committee. We need somebody to be in charge of getting the ice cream cake. We need somebody to be in charge of putting up decorations. We need somebody to be in charge of the Toys for Tots box.
Yeah.
We need somebody to volunteer for this project. We need volunteer, right?
Yeah.
So if you volunteer for everything, you're going to burn yourself out. Yeah, you'll get your name out there, but you're going to have no life. You're going to have no social life, for lack of a better term. And you're just gonna hate yourself. But if you volunteer for leadership roles in the company, or take any initiatives or committees or task forces, those platforms are going to offer that visibility and chance to showcase those leadership skills that you've been working on. To say, hey, look, I took your feedback and I'm working on it. And this is how I'm working on it, by getting out. It's like Toastmasters. If you're bad at public speaking, go to Toastmasters.
Yeah.
Start getting up in front of people, making toast, and start talking in front of people. Guess what? You're going to start getting really good at it.
Well, I like the strategic volunteering, because some of the things that you brought up, like volunteer to get an ice cream cake, you don't want to be, especially if you're vying for that leadership role, vying for that promotion, so your superiors can see that you are a leader. Volunteering to get an ice cream cake is not what we're referring to here. This is the strategic part. You want to volunteer for the party committee. I'm the chairperson for this whatever party committee that's going on. We're going to just say party committee, right? So since I am leading it, Austin, I need you to get an ice cream cake. Dave, I need you to set up the party favors. Linda, I need you to make invitations to send out to whoever. You're now in the strategic leadership role, to where you are now delegating your underlings to go out and go forth and conquer. And then once everything is successful, because you're going to make sure the ice cream cake isn't melting, you're going to make sure all the party favors are spread out and not just in one area. You're going to be the oversight of all that and be like, hey, Austin, I appreciate you getting the cake, but you got not an ice cream cake. I need you to go back and get, I'm the guy that's overseeing everything. I'm strategically put myself in that leadership role instead of being the guy that, oh yeah, I'll go get the cake. Hey, I'll bring the knives and forks. You don't want to be a cog in that process. You want to be the machine in that process.
Yeah, you want to demonstrate that initiative, that strategic thinking, that ability to lead teams toward those common goals, right? You don't want to just sit there and go, hey, boss, I put up these party decorations. Pretty badass, right? I should get a promotion.
Well, I do like the party decorations. They are pretty good. They're not really the company colors, but it is a good job. Promotion. We can talk about that later, but no. Yeah.
Right? Like, hey, boss, I went and got an ice cream cake for your party. Thank you, but I'm lactose intolerant. Fuck
you motherfucker! I was vying for that promotion, and fuck, I didn't even see that he was lactose. And I'm such an idiot. Yes. Okay, that's pretty good self-evaluation. Good job. I don't have to tell you that during our feedback session.
Which, by the way, we're gonna talk about your performance board after this.
Yeah, you need to perform better. Whatever you're doing now, I need you to do better. Because whatever you're doing, it's
not working.
It's not even good. It's mediocre.
Speaking of mediocre, how was your final third of your cigar?
It's a Connecticut, right? Rule of thumb for Connecticut's is they're light. Not all Connecticut's. I don't want everyone. Connecticut's yes, this Connecticut falls the general rule of thumb. It's a little light in the britches. I believe my Hennessy was a little too strong for exactly that cigar.
Yeah.
But the flavor notes are there. I know we was teasing before, but the buttery nut cedar profile is there with a back end of that. I want to say marshmallowy sweetness. I don't want people to be like marshmallow, but that's the sweetness that comes to my palate. I did not retro inhale. I should have. I still can, I guess, but I don't want to. But I know if I was to retro inhale, it's not going to be harsh on the nasal.
Yeah. Did you towards the final third? And I asked this because I'm starting to get a little. Did you get any spice towards that final third?
See, I did not, and the reason why that's why I mentioned my Hennessy is a little harsh because this Hennessy blend is number 5 is definitely stronger than like a VS, right? I don't want people to get educated on Hennessy, but that's a true story. So that probably took away that bite. The Hennessy probably bit more than that final third.
Okay. Yeah, I'm getting cedar and like a black pepper on the back end, right? So it's like it's coming through like kind of after I exhale the smoke, and I'm like, ooh, there's a little bit of spice in there. It's not bad, and my old fashioned is a little, like I said, it's a little bit sweeter than probably should be, but so it's kind of cutting through it. But I'm getting that little bit of spice, but it's still a good cigar. I guess that begs the question then: single 5-pack or Boxworthy?
It's time to answer the question. Is the cigar box worthy? 5-pack or just 1 or 2?
Well, that leads to a very important aspect of this, and I'm going to try to dive into it a little more. I want to preface first, I have smoked this before. I do apologize. The final third before that smoke, I probably drunk too much and let's be honest. I probably was too faded to recognize the final third before. The final third I'm having now is definitely jaded with the Hennessy that I decide to pair with it. But for as Boxworthy goes, it ticks all the boxes. The only reason why I'm not picking Boxworthy is only because my palate, my preference, and everything that I have, that's all personal for me. It is not a Boxworthy cigar for my palate. It was definitely a 5-pack. It's not a single. Definitely a 5-pack for me. Asylum, the Serenity Now is definitely a great cigar. It's just not a Boxworthy cigar for my palate.
All right, I understand everything you're saying. Here's my qualifier. I got a follow-up question.
Okay.
Knowing that this comes in a box with Insanity later,
Right.
does that change your answer?
It can change my answer. Reason being is, one, we haven't judged the Insanity later.
Right.
We haven't judged
I
it, right?
understand that. I'm just saying, like, yeah, it's light in the britches. I wonder how it pairs with the Insanity later.
I mean, for as all the qualifications that I would look for in a Boxworthy cigar, the smoke output was great. The burn line or mascara line, whatever you want to call it, was amazing. The smoke output was a little heavy, but I enjoyed it. It wasn't like, oh, this is so it was great on that aspect. The construction of it was wonderful. I didn't have any burn problems. I did have to relight, I think, one time, but that's because we were chit-chatting it up. Other than just a simple, I don't want it to be a Boxworthy for my own self. But if I had to buy a box of the other ones, I wouldn't be mad picking up a box of these at all.
Knowing that they come in a box with Insanity later.
Right.
But if it just came in a box with just Serenity Now, you would not buy a box of Serenity.
I would not buy a box. I would definitely pick up a 5, but it was definitely 100% enjoyable cigar. It's just I wouldn't pick up a box of just these. That's not happening.
Okay. I am going to say that is 100% Boxworthy if I just bought these by themselves.
Really? Okay.
So,
no.
To me, I agree with what you said, right? The smoke output was good. The burn line was good. I only had to touch it up because we were chit-chatting. There was no significant canoeing or anything like that. Like it was the construction was well done. The gripe, I think the biggest gripe that I had with the cigar is that it went quickly. Like it burned rather quickly. I had to stretch it out to go through the whole episode.
Yeah.
And that's not necessarily a bad thing, but to me, I can see myself sitting on like a front porch with a cup of coffee and smoking this thing in the morning for a while. Like I wouldn't get tired of the cigar, and I say that because it had really good flavor notes. It wasn't an overly complex cigar. It's a great breakfast cigar, and I wouldn't be mad if I had a box in my humidor. I'd be like, man, you know, I think I just want something light today. The palate trauma is minimal. You know, like, so if I had this right before I go to bed, I'm not going to sit there and wake up and go, ugh, I had a cigar last night. Like, it's you know what I mean? Like, it's like, all right, yeah, I had a cigar last night. Like, okay, that wasn't that bad. Like, I can drink another cup of coffee and have another cigar and I'd be happy. Like, I would not be upset with that. Knowing that if I bought a box, it's going to come with Insanity later, knowing that I have to review Insanity later. This is my first time smoking Serenity Now, and I have not smoked Insanity later. I wouldn't be upset at having a box of these. I can't sit there and be like, oh yeah, you know, my personal preference, you're right. I'm more medium to full kind of guy. But I could see myself buying a box and being like, yeah, I'm happy with my purchase.
I understand that. I do. But I kind of know you a little bit. If you was to buy a box of these motherfuckers, they will last you a long fucking time.
They would. I'm not saying that they would.
It would last you a long fucking... Big reason being is because I don't know how often you smoke in the mornings or breakfast cigars or just a chillaxing kind of cigar, right? But I 100% can see myself smoking this cigar with a fucking a double espresso shot, sitting on the patio, sitting, watching the sun, whatever, watching the strip. I could see myself doing that. But to have a box, I know that box will sit there for so long. That's why I didn't pick it, because I know that box will sit there for. But I could see Boxworthy. I could see all day. If it wasn't for my personal preference, which that's how I'm judging it, because that's what we do on our show. My personal preference is 5-pack all day long. That 5-pack would last me probably about as long as a box of Meat Lovers.
I see where you're going with it. I really do. I like, there's certain times where I'm like, you know, even at night, like where, like I said, like with this minimal palate trauma, and I'm sitting there smoking, so and I have to wake up in the morning and get going, and I don't want to just be like, man, I had fucking cigars last night. Like, you know, yeah. I see myself grabbing one of these and being like, that's just my choice. So that's the reason I'm going Boxworthy. I do think it's a good cigar. I think the Silence did a great job with Connecticut.
Well, one thing you did bring up that I didn't even think about, and you brought it up quite a few times, is palate trauma. There was minimal. I agree with you on that. Fuck yeah. Like, I could go in and smoke that and then probably go in the house and the wife would be like, you even have a cigar?
Yeah.
You even smell like a cigar.
Yeah.
Just go to bed. Don't shower. Really?
I don't think my wife would go that far, but yeah, I would definitely go, all right.
Exaggerating.
Yeah. Sorry. But I do feel like it wouldn't be, you know, my wife would not be offended coming out and, you know, playing cards or watching a movie out here on the patio or something like that. And I'm like, that's not, it's not as strong as some of the other ones. It's not as stinky as some of your other cigars that, you know, maybe I do like because they're a little bit fuller bodied, like an Aspiro or a Maduro or something like that.
I think it had a more of a smoke output. I'm not saying it was like a steam pipe or anything but I noticed while I was smoking it that the smoke output was actually my smoke output, not from actually the billowing from the cigar, but my smoke output was actually a little more than what I'm used to seeing from an average cigar. But either way, you said you have your rating, I have mine. We can live with that.
Yeah.
All
right. Until next time, I'm Austin.
Hey, Austin, I'm Dice.
And great leaders smoke great cigars.
Facts.
Thank you for listening to Leadership of the Leaf. The comments and opinions expressed by the host and guests does not reflect the opinions of those that broadcast this show, nor does it reflect any of our affiliates.